Hi, I'm Greg Denny. My wife Rachel and I were recently reading and discussing a book, and the author said that she thought there was basically three kinds of life, or three kinds of ways to live: valuable, useful, and pleasurable. And I wanted to add degrading. And I really think that almost everything, if not everything we do in life, can fit into one of those categories. And obviously, there's going to be some crossover, but I want to go through and really help you think and analyze and say, how am I spending my time? How am I spending my life? Because our life is merely made up of days. Today is part of your life. And each day, we're adding to this great sum that is our life. So we begin with degrading. And these are just things that should be eliminated completely from your life. Do not bring in or participate in or allow in anything into your life that's degrading, that tears you down morally, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, socially, physically. Just anything that is a drain, that just makes you feel worse. That after it's done or after it's coming out, you're just like, that was not good. Right? Anything that is deteriorating or destructive in any way, that's immoral, inappropriate, foul, or filthy, remove those things from your life. And just that one thing will bring so much light and joy and fulfillment and meaning. Just get the trash out. And that's our thoughts, that's media, it's conversations, it's bad habits and addictions, anything that's destructive and foul, anything that will hurt your family or hurt your life, gone. The next step up is pleasurable. Those are things that are just merely done for pleasure. Now, as I mentioned earlier, some of the things that are really valuable, like spending quality time with your children and with your spouse, those are also really pleasurable. They're fun and enjoyable. And so we ought to aim for and be intentional about and deliberate in creating those experiences that are extremely valuable but are also pleasurable. But if it's just pleasurable, if it's merely pleasurable, it's something that doesn't add value, that's not really useful, but maybe not, it's not degrading, it's just kind of blah, it's just kind of neutral and you're only doing it for pleasure, then those ought to be very few. Really, if we could kind of pie chart it or put it on some kind of diagram, that should be a tiny percentage of our life. Then we move up to useful. These are the things that they don't really add tremendous value to our lives and they don't really take away. They're just the useful things that need to be done. And let's be honest, right? A lot of life is spent just doing the useful things. It's the shopping and the cleaning and the picking up and the laundry and the running of the errands and doing those things. And that's all useful stuff and ought to be minimized as much as we can. And I would encourage you to outsource as much of it as you can. Remember, anybody can clean up or do your laundry or dishes or mow your lawn, but only you can do your push-ups. Only you can eat healthy. Only you can be the parent to your children, right? Only you can study and learn and get an education. You can't outsource that. You can't be like, hey, go study this book for me. It doesn't work like that. You know, hey, will you do some push-ups for me and some sit-ups because I'm getting a little soft here. So you want to jump down and do those. It doesn't work. And a lot of us will spend so much of our lives doing useful things that we miss out on the really valuable things. So useful things are important. They're going to be there. Do them. Look for ways to be really efficient, really effective, and outsource as much as you can. Then the top and the best way to live is doing things that are really valuable. These are things that just bring in tremendous value to your life. They lift, they build, they encourage, they strengthen, they edify. Right? These are the things we want to spend the bulk of our life. So whatever chart you're imagining in your mind, whether it's a pie chart or some kind of graph, the vast percentage of our life should be spent doing things that are extremely valuable. These are the things that help us draw closer to God and nourish our spiritual side. These are the things that strengthen our marriage and our family relationships. Really quality, okay, and quantity, but real quality stuff. It isn't just the fluff and the garbage. It's not, just because we're all in the same room watching some TV program, that doesn't count. as really valuable, right? That doesn't even make that category. I mean, sometimes it's all the way down to pleasurable, and sometimes, depending on what you're watching or doing, it's all the way to degrading. So make sure you're maintaining that standard. It's going to include eating really well and exercising, taking tremendous care of our bodies. We're so blessed to have bodies. Let's take care of them. Let's make sure that they're in great condition for a long, long life. This is going to include service and contribution. It's going to include anything that is truly fulfilling and meaningful and makes a difference. So what's your impact? What are you doing to make a positive difference in the lives of those around you? That's a big one in this category. It also includes living on purpose, fulfilling your personal mission, right? Singing that song that you were born to sing. If you don't know what that is, spend the time to find out and to work for it. Do something every day that moves you closer to living your mission. That's all included in this valuable section. So I just want to challenge you, start evaluating everything you do. Look at it, measure it, it's worth it. And start analyzing it. And maybe you'll sit down with paper right now after this video and just kind of write down, what's a normal day in the life of? What's your regular day look like? Kind of note those things down, and then I would tag each one. Are they valuable? Are they useful? Are they pleasurable? Or are they degrading? Give them a letter grade with one of those 4 letters and see where they are, and then make those adjustments so you can be living the vast majority of your life in value. That takes up the biggest percentage. I promise, if you will do that, your life will be so much fuller and richer and more fulfilling and gratifying. You'll have peace and joy and contentment, and everything you do will improve and grow and expand. You'll go through life like, woo, man, this is awesome. Like, life is fantastic, and you'll wake up every day excited to go after it. Now, if you love this kind of stuff and you really want to go after it, and you want some more resources of how to live your life at your best level and live in that valuable category, I invite you to visit worldschoolacademy.com or gregdenning.com and sign up there. Sign up for the trainings and the resources of how to maximize your potential, how to make sure you're living at your very best inside that valuable category, and honestly, living the life that you love, creating a life that you were born to live. Reach upward.